We're exploring Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, to see if it's a game changer or just another title on the shelf. Let's dive in and find out. In Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, you play as Nor Vanek, a veteran sapper who partners with Enki, a fox-like god, to defeat Eru. Nor is tough, delivering snarky one-liners and showing hostility towards most characters. Enki, on the other hand, is more interesting and brings a lot of depth to their interactions. This dynamic feels similar to Forspoken's characters. The world of Flintlock is open and filled with towns, cities, and mountain paths that you can explore. The mobility in the game is impressive, with lots of running, sliding, and triple jumping. This makes navigation feel more like an action-adventure game, with a bit of Bloodborne combat thrown in. Think Sekiro, where you can climb around roofs and ledges before diving into fights. Armed with a pistol, flintlock rifle, and a hatchet-like axe, Nor sets out on her quest with Enki and Baz, a grizzled old soldier who narrates the story. Baz helps you upgrade your gear and rest at campsites, which function like Dark Souls bonfires. This choice to go full Souls-like is interesting because the game could work just as well as a straight adventure game. The combat combines elements from Bloodborne and Sekiro. You've got gun parrying, posture meters, and unblockable attacks that you need to shoot your way out of. You only have a few shots before needing to recharge by hitting enemies. Plus, a magical purple curse meter lets you weaken armored knights and monsters. Enki helps build this meter by attacking enemies or suspending them in a paralytic haze. When the meter is full, you can deliver a powerful blow to your enemy. Nor's arsenal includes combos with her axe, pistol shots, and rifle aiming that requires loading before each use. There's a reaction slider to speed up reloading, and dealing damage with limited ammo feels satisfying. Combat is definitely one of the game's strong points, allowing Nor to parry attacks and deal significant damage. Red attacks require a pistol shot to interrupt, forcing you to conserve your powder charges. You can also use explosives and debuff items for more options in combat. Landing a critical hit or death blow triggers an animation, and sniping gives a slow-motion kill cam view, though it can be a bit choppy. One cool feature is building a multiplier for your XP currency called Reputation. The more actions you perform, the higher the multiplier until you claim it or die, in which case you need to retrieve it. Enki can also attack enemies and drain their spirit or perform large-scale magical attacks. Exploration is key in Flintlock, with a wide linear world structure. The main story is linear, but players can explore regions, uncover secrets, and complete challenges before moving to the next quest. There's even a mini-game called Sibo, where you move pebbles around a grid to form a triangle, offering a nice break from combat. NPC settlements provide side quests, trades, and rest opportunities. Enki assists in exploration by revealing secrets, solving puzzles, and navigating tough areas using aerial dashes through triangular rifts. The world can feel a bit bland visually, with sand-colored forts and few flashy fantasy elements. Vanek's character design is also a bit dull, though you can buy outfits from spirit vendors in settlements. Clearing these settlements of the Army of the Dead will bring back the townsfolk. The game uses a progression system similar to Dark Souls, where you collect a resource called Reputation from defeating enemies. This resource is used to level up your character and upgrade weapons, armor, and items. There's a multiplier that increases the amount of reputation earned as long as you avoid getting hit. Dying means you drop your reputation and must retrieve it or lose it permanently. Reputation is also used to purchase cosmetic items for Nor, adding a Fashion Souls element. As players liberate hamlets similar to Far Cry outposts, coffee shops open up where you can buy new outfits. If Flintlock is to succeed, it needs to lean more into its fantasy elements. The world is big and worth exploring, but most of what you find are crafting resources or tokens for buffs. Skill trees for steel, magic, and powder hint at potential build crafting in the late game, adding depth to the experience. However, there are actual invisible walls in the game, which can be frustrating. The graphics in Flintlock are decent, but they could be better. The world looks a bit bland with lots of sand-colored forts and not many exciting fantasy elements. The character design for Nor is also pretty basic. However, there are outfits you can buy from various spirit vendors in settlements, which might add some variety as you progress. The game's visual effects during combat, like the purple curse meter and slow-motion kill cams, are cool but can sometimes feel choppy. Overall, the graphics do their job, but don't stand out as particularly impressive. The sound design in Flintlock is solid. The clashing of weapons, the roar of cannons, and the mystical sounds of Enki's magic all add to the immersive experience. The voice acting, especially for Nor and Enki, is well done and helps bring the characters to life. The background music fits the setting and adds to the overall atmosphere without being too overbearing. So, is Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn worth playing? The game offers a good mix of exploration, combat, and progression. While it has some visual and design shortcomings, the strong combat mechanics and interesting character dynamics make it worth checking out. If you're a fan of Souls-like games with a unique twist, Flintlock might be right up your alley. The game has a lot of potential, especially if it leans more into its fantasy elements and polishes some of its rough edges. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more game reviews. Drop a comment below on what game you'd like us to review next. See you in the next video.